Welcome to Happy Hour Holidays. Your host, you may notice there's a chair missing or a person missing from a chair. That's Manny's chair, but because it's the weekend, unfortunately, he couldn't make it, but that's all right. He's got daddy duty. We got a great guest on. He's from Atlanta, not the Atlanta you're thinking about, Atlanta, Texas, man.
Yes, sir.
Bone the Mack. I'm
Thank
telling you, bro, this guy's music, he's getting rich on them parlays, right?
I'm trying. That's the goal.
I know you were showing me something off air where you got a whole AI system for that.
Yeah, my DJ Mike, like he put me on it. Like
shout him out, dog. DJ.
Yeah, probably like last year he got really fucking serious with the gambling, like almost compulsive. So he started
almost compulsive.
Yeah, so he started doing all kind of different researches, and then he started finding like people that use like different AIs and different things. So he actually pays a monthly subscription for it.
Oh,
you know
no
what I mean?
shit.
Yeah, so we can use it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean I think it's a healthy addiction for somebody that loves sports because you're already super invested. You know what I mean? With your favorite team, you're looking at stats, you're looking at Sports Center all day, you're looking at all these different things. You might as well, what's $20, $50, you know what I mean, to bet, because you never know. And, like I was telling you, I just hit on a parlay last night.
Yeah, you said you hit a 6-leg, right?
Yeah, 6-leg on basketball. Just, you know what I mean? Nothing.
Were you using that website?
No. This was all intuition because it was the
What'd you bet? How much did you make?
I bet 5. I made 242.
Dude, that's wild, man.
You know what I mean? And it was the Sixers versus the Grizzlies. And I was like, Tyrese Maxey's not about to go for 31. You know what I mean? Like it's early in the season, you can just tell. And then you kind of watch back, just watch. That's what I'm saying. You just watch so much, you could just look at mannerisms and players and be like, nah, this is not gonna be like that tonight.
So you like basketball, right?
I like everything.
Let me ask you a question. Bronny James, Jr. Bro, does that guy deserve to be in the league? In my opinion, let me give you my opinion.
Okay.
He does not deserve to be in the league. He was averaging, I think it was like 4 points a game in college with like 1.4 steals and like 0.5 rebounds or some shit like that. I think the only reason he got drafted to the Lakers is because Daddy Bronny said, hey, if you don't draft him, I'm out. That's my take.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, it was a few teams that were going to take him in the second round, but the Warriors are going to take him, and I think somebody else. But to his defense, you got to look at Kyrie at Duke. Kyrie at Duke averaged probably like 8 points. You know what I mean? Probably played like 4 games. You know what I mean? Like Wiseman played probably averaged like 4 points. Average, you know what I mean? 3 or 4 points. You know.
But you've seen Bronny play in the league right now, though.
Yeah, I think. I
mean, he is hitting bricks, dude.
But what the thing is you got the G League, and the G League is to develop players, to bring them in and bring them out. I take somebody a long time ago, Rajah Bell. He started in the CBA, and
is that Canadian?
No. It was like the G League back then, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They had the CBA. He didn't get drafted, and he had to play in the CBA, and he worked his way up to being the backup for the Sixers and the defensive stopper for the 76ers in the AI MVP year. You know what I mean? And he played probably like another 6-7 seasons after that. Suns. His infamous back and forth with Kobe and stuff like that. But he started in CBA, so I think players with potential. NBA has always been a potential league. You know what I mean? It's not a come. It's only
Michael Jordan. Right?
I mean, LeBron, KG, Moses Malone.
Bro, LeBron went straight from high school.
But that's what I'm saying. Moses Malone, KG.
Kobe. You left out Kobe.
But you got to think about Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal took a little time to develop. He was really good when he first came in the league, but he got really, really good probably like 4 or 5 years later. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh, shit. When he was with the Blazers, he was good. But when he went to the Pacers and the team was his, like Malice in the Palace, like the Sixers were a real contender.
I mean, shut it down at that point, right?
Yeah.
So now
I do think he deserves to be in the league, and I do think it's 80% of LeBron.
How old is he, bro? He's like what, like 21 or
19,
something?
20?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't even go to college for 4 years, right?
No, he just went for 1.
Yeah.
But
that's
normal. That's normal now. Shit, Cooper Flagg is only gonna do 1 season. He's gonna be the number 1 pick. So
let me ask you a question. I gotta know, MJ or LeBron?
As far as what?
Greatest of all time. And you can't say Will Chamberlain, you can't say Bill Russell based on rings and all that bullshit. I'm talking about an overall dominant basketball player. MJ was defensive player of the year. What was it, like 5 or 6 times, 8 times maybe, or something like that? LeBron was once, okay? LeBron has gone to, 8 or 9 NBA championships, has only won 4. Kobe's got more. Shaq's got the same as he has. And Shaq's got one without Kobe, and Kobe's got one without Shaq as well. I mean, if we're looking at someone who was truly dominant, didn't have to move team to team to team to win NBA championships, LeBron's not that guy, bro. He's not that guy. His first one came with, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, the big 3 in Miami, right?
But I think that's kind of...
So you're a LeBron fan?
Well, no, not necessarily. Honestly... I'm an Allen Iverson fan.
Okay, so, AI is good, bro.
I'm an Allen Iverson fan.
He should have, bro. I'm so pissed that he's never gotten an NBA championship, man.
Shit happens, man. It's a great league. But I think, so for me, I lean more toward Kobe being number 1.
Oh, okay.
And then Jordan 2, LeBron 3.
Why Kobe 1?
I think that the same reason that you said, stay with one team. And he fought the fight the whole way. You know what I mean? It wasn't a situation to where he backed away from any challenges. And he, even all the way to the last moment, the last game, the last 50-point game.
The last helicopter
he was Kobe.
ride.
You know what I mean? Like he was Kobe the whole way. And for me, I think that everything that he embodies, the numbers, the seasons, I think that he would be my number 1.
Have you ever seen the last, The Last Dance on Netflix?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan? And they asked him, hey, one-on-one, who could beat you? He was like, I could take them all. Well, maybe except for Kobe because he stole all my moves. That's what he said. Bro, Kobe did work hard.
But you got to think.
But he stole MJ's moves, man.
But MJ didn't have an NBA father. And Kobe did. Jelly Bean Bryant played in the NBA. So you take that.
You mean like what do you mean by an NBA, like a mentor?
No, like Kobe Bryant's dad, Jelly Bean Bryant, played in the NBA, played like 10 seasons in the NBA. He played for the Clippers.
Oh shit, I had no clue,
played for the Clippers, the Sixers. He played like a bunch of teams. Yeah.
What, didn't he grow up in Germany or something?
Yeah, he played overseas too. That's what I'm saying. Like Kobe has been around basketball way longer than
MJ.
Well, I'm not saying MJ's from Wilmington, North Carolina. His dad was a mailman, you know what I mean? Mom a homemaker. Like, you kind of have to, he played on a dirt court. Kobe played on NBA courts. Kobe played with, you know what I'm saying? He was around the trainers. He was around, NBA bred players. So you watch Michael, and then your dad teaches you, okay, well, if you want to do a fadeaway like this, that fadeaway comes from Elgin Hayes. So you do if you want to do an Elgin Hayes fadeaway, you do it like this. What Michael does is you know what I mean? It's just the knowledge opposed to you just going out there with a basketball and after something you saw and trying to imitate it, opposed to somebody telling you how to do it. And Kobe kind of had that his whole life. And then he had the mentality to be great. You know what I mean? And that's something crazy because most privileged kids don't have the mentality to be great. You have to push it out of them. But he already had that. So for me, that's why he's my number 1.
Okay, I like it. And you know what? Not a lot of people give enough credit to Kobe, in my opinion. Everybody is like MJ or LeBron. That's literally the only conversation.
I think that's just because he's not here anymore. If he was still here, people would definitely be Kobe, Mamba. Because when he was here, the Mamba mentality
Mamba, bro.
The Mamba mentality shit was insane. And it still is. You know what I mean? Like, people still talk about the Mamba mentality. But you see how, and I'll take an example, like Kobe doing work. When he did that.
That's what I was about to say.
And then he started breaking down, the film and stuff. You see how the Mannings took that and they used that on the Manning cast. So if Kobe was still alive, he would be breaking down NBA games the same way that the Mannings break down NFL games. So the relevance of him being the greatest would definitely be there because he'd be there breaking down film. Like, see right here, this is where I would, get pissed off because, them different things like that. Like, even when you watch Kobe doing work, you can see him, being breaking down different scenarios to where you never even looked at basketball like that.
And it goes also back to his hard work. I think it was Ron Artest or Meta World Peace that said, yo, I showed up to the gym. Kobe was already there. He was icing his knees because he was already there for 3 hours before I got there.
And then Julius Randle taught Kobe that you go, like, whatever city it is before, you reach out to the high school coach, and if you're there, you go in early and try to get some shots in the high school gym and before you go.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, so you got to think 18 seasons, Kobe in certain cities or what, every city, he knew a high school coach and a high school gym that would open up for him at 1 a.m. So he could, you know what I'm saying, after a game, if he couldn't sleep, he could go to a gym and just shoot jumpers and practice his moves. You know what I mean? So he's doing that the night before at 3 a.m. before he's about to go to another game. Shit is insane.
Do you think that, I know he died early. I get that part. Do you think he retired too early? Too many injuries? No. I mean, I get that part.
Kobe was done.
He was done,
yeah. He was done. He gave the game all he could from that standpoint as far as a player.
And he retired, I think, at like, what, 35, 36?
Yeah, but he was there since he was 17. So, you know what I mean? You got to really look.
Yeah, 20 years in the league.
Yeah, you got to really look at that span. That's insane.
So what do you say to people that say, well, you know, LeBron, he's got 40,000 points and all this bullshit? It's like, wait a second, but he's been in the league for how long? 28 years?
And that's a credit to him being able to take care of his body. You know what I mean? Like
when someone touches him, he's.
But you gotta look at Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish played 50 years in the league. You know what I mean? Like, and he doesn't have that many points. And he has probably more rings than LeBron because he played with the Celtics. But Robert Parrish played till he was like 45 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bunch of different examples of players that played a lot of years in the league and they haven't been able to do at the standard and the level that LeBron is. Like right now at 40, he's fucking number one option on his team. Like that's
on
insane.
His team.
That's insane. Yeah. You know what I mean? But shit, even look at the Olympics. You go to the Olympics, LeBron's running the offense. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but who'd they pass it to?
Well, shit, but LeBron.
No. Who'd they pass it to?
But it's LeBron doing the passing. That's what I'm saying. They're giving it to LeBron at the top
We're
of the
talking
key.
The final game. Who did they pass it to?
That's Steph.
That was Steph, exactly.
But that's what he does. But that's LeBron finding him. You look at those situations, those scenarios. That's LeBron being such a basketball savant, as they call it now, to know that he's killed me so many times in the finals. And he, you know what I'm saying? This is the perfect time to show the world what he really does. You know what I mean? Because LeBron can't hit these wild. He can if he has to. If you know what I'm saying.
Don't call Steph Curry shots wild, bro. They are calculated.
They're calculated. But I'm saying he's the only person that can do these things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Probably Dame Lillard. You know what I mean? Like probably him and Dame the only people that can like do it. You know what I mean? On a consistent basis. So LeBron knows this. Like there's not another person in the world. Well, you know what I mean, that can do what he's about to do. So what does LeBron do? Wait till the last game and then calls a double team, give it to Steph. Steph gets the space that he needs, and he knows he's going to hit the shot. And he's a back-to-back. This shit is crazy.
Okay, so then now we've talked about who's the best basketball player or the GOAT of all time. Who would you say is the GOAT of shooting? Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
I'm such
Steph Curry.
Okay, you know,
I'm saying Steph Curry. Have you seen his pregame warm-ups?
But I grew up in the 90s, you have to understand. So everybody, you know, did the 3-point contest on NBA Live, and everybody loves Glenn Rice. So I still have an affinity for
Reggie Miller.
For Glenn Rice. But that's what I was about to say. Yeah. Reggie Miller was like my favorite shooter for so many years just because he had the quick shot, and I loved the quick shot. But me and Steph are like the same age, and his run at Davidson, I became a Steph fan. But see, I was already a Golden State Warriors fan because of Monte Ellis. I loved Monte Ellis to death. So when he got drafted to Golden State and it was him and Monte, I was sold in because, you know, I love Barron, but, you know, Barron had, you know, fucked up the knee, so I had to let him go. But when it was him and Monte, oh, that shit was a show. I love Clay. You know what I'm saying? I think Clay was the right move as far as bringing him in. But him and Monte, man, that was speed.
What do you think about these teams trying to build a big three? You know, you see it in Golden State. I mean, they're trying to build it. They brought in KD, right? Golden State to try to win. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, LeBron is really the person that perpetuated that by doing what he did in Miami. Do you think it's better for basketball not to do that?
No.
You know, because all the best players...
But, bro, we watched that finals. Think about the finals before with Harrison Barnes. And when the Cavs came back from down 3-1, we watched those games. You know what I mean? We watched it to death. And then the next season when they got KD, we watched those games. So I think seeing the best players, it's like the Olympics. You know what I mean?
On the same team though, man.
But you watch the Olympics, right?
I mean, you're stacking the deck.
You watch the Olympics though, right?
Yeah.
It's
USA.
Sometimes you want to see, the best players play with each other. I mean, it's video gamers, yes, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you want to see the video game.
That's like an all Madden team, dude. It's almost unfair.
I mean, it's like looking at Lamar and Derrick Henry. I mean, in real life, like that's something that you would put
talking
together.
About Baltimore.
Yeah, that's something like you would put together.
I thought that shit was so, and not only that, but then they got Stephon Diggs, but then Stephon Diggs got injured, I think.
No. Diggs plays for the Texans.
Oh, the Texans.
Okay.
My bad.
They just got Deontay Johnson from the Panthers.
Isaiah Likely, Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
And so you watch football too?
Yeah, I watch everything.
I know we were getting into basketball, and I don't know too much about basketball. I know enough to be a little dangerous. Yeah.
Now my friends, of course, I'm in a bunch of group chats. My friends will tell me I don't know much about basketball. They'll tell me my basketball shit is inaccurate. You know what I mean?
They're fucking nuts. So then who's your you grew up in Texas, so you're probably a Cowboys fan.
I am not a Cowboys fan.
The Texans were not around.
I'm not a Cowboys fan.
No shit. Are you Tampa Bay Bucks fan?
No.
Are you Atlanta Falcons fan?
I was a Raider until they let go of
it was Oakland.
Till they let go of Derek Carr. And then now I've currently been a Saints fan the past couple of years.
Really?
I went with
So you're a Derek Carr fan.
I'm not more so a Derek Carr.
No, you are, bro.
I'm a Derek Carr fan because of the Raider that he was. He was the definition of a true Raider. You know what I mean? An Al Davis Raider. You know what I mean? Somebody that bled for the organization, that lived for the organization, that embodied everything that being a Raider meant. The shit that they brought in with Josh McDaniels and all of that shit, that it threw me off so bad because it's impossible to have the leading rusher in the NFL, the leading receiver in the NFL, and you're losing games, and the quarterback is to blame. That you can't make, some things don't correlate to make sense in my mind, but they painted such a good narrative in the media, opposed to saying that this is you can literally see that the coach is ruining this shit because he's trying to play off a system. You know what I mean? The Belichick system, a system that only works with Belichick. You know what I mean?
With Belichick and Brady. Because we've seen in the Patriots, once Tom Brady left, that organization
It only worked one time where they won 9, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Well, are you talking about with Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah, they won 9 games, and they didn't even make the playoffs that time. You know what I mean? Like that.
Belichick, in my opinion, is the most overrated coach in the entire NFL.
I won't give him that because
what do you do with the Browns? What do you do with the Jets? He didn't do dick, bro.
Okay.
The guy sucked.
Okay.
Belichick, if you're listening to this, you were garbage.
Okay, but look what he did as a defensive coordinator with the Giants.
Nothing.
And what you mean? He won a Super Bowl.
You mean with the Jets?
No, with the Giants when he was Bill Parcells' defensive coordinator.
First of all, that was Bill Parcells, bro.
But you got to.
That was Bill.
He
Parcells.
ran the defense. You know how. You
don't think head coaches have veto power over plays being called on the defense? Look at Todd Bowles with the Bucs. Just for instance, do you think the defensive coordinator's doing shit, bro? Todd Bowles is running that defense.
But it's the preparation and the scheme that you devise to give the players to be able to play. And he had Lawrence Taylor. But how many coaches have we seen?
LT, bro.
How many coaches have we seen with great players that fuck them off?
Probably a whole lot.
A whole lot. He allowed LT to get 28 sacks in a fucking season. Which
is wild.
I don't even know what scheme you scheme up to where a player can get 28 sacks in a season.
LT's a beast, dude.
But you still got to scheme it up because eventually they know he's coming. You know what I mean? So you still have to scheme him up to where he's getting open to get these. The
player ultimately has to make the play though,
and he's been able to do that time after time.
It was 28. It was 28-1.
28 fucking sacks, bro.
Is that a fact? In one season,
28. He was the MVP of the league.
Holy shit.
82.
You're talking about mid 90s.
1982. Lawrence Taylor.
1982.
Lawrence Taylor had 28 sacks. He was the MVP of the league.
No shit.
Insane.
I was born 89.
Yeah, I was born 87.
I know LT though.
Yeah.
I know LT though.
Yeah, LT is him and Dion are literally the best players ever.
Okay. Oh, come on, man. Ray Lewis. Linebacker.
He's probably one of the best linebackers ever. But
you think Trent Dilfer won that Super Bowl?
No, definitely the defense. Yeah. But more so than just the defense, the run game. You a lot of times you can't
Who's your running back? Ray Rice?
Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis.
You can't substitute 2,000-yard rush.
No, you can't. Did he have 2,000? Jamal Lewis?
I think next year he had 2,000, which is insane in the NFL to get 2,000.
I mean, we haven't even gotten close to that other than Adrian Peterson, right?
No, Derrick Henry got 2,000
with the Titans.
Yeah, a couple seasons ago. Derrick Henry. Yeah. But last year it was only 2 running backs to get over 1,000 yards.
No shit.
Yeah, and that was Christian McCaffrey, and I forgot somebody else, but it wasn't even Derrick Henry. So the running back, that's crazy how the running back position has changed.
It wasn't Rashad White, was it?
I can't remember.
It was all purpose yards that he had like 1,500 or something like that. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey, though, man, tell me. The Niners didn't know? The Niners didn't know?
I got a question to ask you.
Okay.
How do you feel about Baker's comments about, the atmosphere?
Oh, bro. So I was watching the game and then,
and Tom
was saying that shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, if I want joy and happiness, I'll go to Disneyland with my kids, bro. I love that. I think that is the mentality that has been lost in the league. I mean, think about it, dude. If you're going there for fun, fuck that. That's your job. Your job is to win Super Bowls. If you're going there to elevate the locker room atmosphere, fuck Baker. You threw 7 interceptions in 3 games. Okay, when you only threw 2 in the first 5. Nah, dog. I do not like that comment. I think Baker needs to have the mentality, hey, let's go in there and work. Let's go in there and work. Let's not fuck around. Let's try to find ways to beat the team. Now that I lost Chris Godwin, now that I lost Mike Evans until week 12, the thing is, I was not okay with it. You asked me that question. I was not okay with it. I want that killer mentality. I want that Tom Brady
Mike
mentality,
Evans is
man.
from Texas.
Yeah, Galveston.
Galveston, Texas.
Yeah.
One of my homies, he's from Galveston, so that he always talks about Mike Evans. Galveston ball. You know what I mean?
Hey, he went to A&M.
Yeah, went to A&M with Johnny Football.
With Johnny Football,
Johnny Football.
Johnny Money.
He's 60% of the reason Johnny Football won that Heisman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dog. Okay, Jameis Winston. All right.
I'm glad.
I like Jameis Winston.
I'm glad that Jameis has finally got an opportunity. I knew that eventually Deshaun would get hurt.
Yeah.
I knew it. And I knew Jameis would get this opportunity. And Jameis is probably not going to give the job back.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Jameis is.
I think, me personally, I wanted Jameis to stay.
When he had that 50 and 50 year, that 50 and 50 shit is insane.
30-30.
Oh, it was 30-30?
Yeah, 30 touchdowns, 30
but he had 5,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But
it was 30-30 and 5,000 yards. That's insane, bro.
But this motherfucker was blind. Dude, he didn't get LASIK until he went to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this motherfucker was walking through life thinking the world was blurry. Then he got LASIK and he was like, wait a second, I can see now. Yeah. And then as soon as he did that, he took the Saints, it was 5-1 in the beginning, and then they took him out for your boy, Derek Carr.
No. That was
Taysom
Andy
Hill.
Dalton. That was Andy Dalton.
No.
Him and Andy. That was him and Andy.
No, bro, that was Derek Carr.
No, that wasn't Carr.
For the Saints.
Carr came next year. He was the backup.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. I'm absolutely sure. It was him and Andy. And
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, and Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
And then the next year, Derek Carr came when they got rid of Andy. So that's all, you know what I mean? But like I said, I think, which I didn't even know that about the LASIK, that he had eye surgery. I didn't even know that.
He did it in New Orleans. And then all of a sudden, he starts dropping bombs, bro. Look what he did in Cleveland last week.
Yeah, but see, and that's what I was just about to say. I think that sometimes...
you know what, Deshaun Watson, talk about the biggest foul up that Cleveland has ever done was get that motherfucker.
I don't think so. I think that...
Come on, bro. No. What has Deshaun Watson done other than rape a couple people and then get suspended? Allegedly, but enough to be suspended, bro.
Allegedly. But I think, honestly, Deshaun, I think all that psychologically has fucked Deshaun up. But he's
getting paid, guaranteed. I think it's like 80-90 mil.
He's been playing decent. He hasn't been playing great, but he's been playing decent.
We'll be right back. We are back with Happy Hour Holidays, and Bowman Mack was just saying how Jordan Addison is garbage.
Not garbage. He's playing garbage, but it's all unders. I don't know if they not if like the scheme isn't going toward him, or I don't know what it is. But like I think like the first 2 weeks he was killing shit.
Who do you got for best QB right now, other than Lamar Jackson? I get it. Lamar's
Pat. I think Pat, Lamar.
Pat Mahomes?
Pat Mahomes.
Bro, this motherfucker hasn't done shit. He had like last week, it was like 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
He's 6-0.
He is not 6-0. The refs are 6-0.
The defense is 6-0.
The refs are 6-0.
I think something that we don't talk about enough with the Chiefs is Chris Jones. Chris Jones probably is as important as Patrick Mahomes.
I'm talking about the DE.
The defensive tackle.
Yeah.
He held Derrick Henry to 54 yards rushing.
Holy shit.
That's insane. He's controlling the middle. Like, you can't run on the Kansas City Chiefs. Like,
I mean,
and then Spag is blitzing his ass off. Like, Spag is blitzing from the fucking ceiling.
But then you got to think to yourself, is it really Pat? It's not, bro.
I think it's a combination of
and you
team,
know what it is? I think the NFL wants to create a new dynasty. They want a Patriot type dynasty to rule for the next like 6-7 years.
I don't think so.
I mean, Pat already has 3 Super Bowls, right?
I don't think so, bro.
And the only one he lost was the Tom and the Bucks. Let's go Bucks.
Shout out to the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think that honestly, man, I just think that they're that good. The coaching staff, you know what I mean? They've been able.
I like Andy Reid.
They've been able to control the money and bring in good players and keep good players, and you know, I just think that it's all them, man. It's a great organization. When you got a good organization that's willing to put money behind the players, put money behind the coaches, and keep the totality and everything together, like they did for Tom. Like when Tom came here, the
players were taking pay cuts.
The Bucks did everything to be able to keep the team together.
But not just the Bucks, the players also.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But that's what I mean. The Bucks, everybody. You know what I mean? Like I come in, I take this, I take even AB. You know what I'm saying? Wild ass AB. I'll take a 1 year. You know what I mean? Like. Everything when you got when it's a team mentality, and that's what some people like Tom bring a team mentality to it. We're here to win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna get paid, but we're here to win. You know what I mean? And when you got that, I think that's the biggest thing.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, what's the goal for a football player? Because Super Bowl ring. That's what it is.
Pat took the 50. The $500 million for 10 years.
He deserved it,
and he hasn't.
He
hasn't said we need to negotiate. Dak Prescott's getting 60. I should definitely be
what the fuck's up with that, bro?
I should definitely be getting 63.
What's up with that, dog?
Market value.
No, Jerry Jones is an idiot. Jerry Jones needs to stop being the GM of that team and just be the owner, hire a GM. Stop fucking drafting players. He didn't do shit with Romo. He's not doing shit.
Jerry? I think Jerry's like 80, right?
Bro, I think he's like 110. I mean, he's still slaying some pussy, though.
But I think he's like
Sorry,
80.
Miss Jones.
I think he's like 80, so I think that's probably the problem. I think
he's delusional now.
The slight bit of Alzheimer's, not too much, just a minimal bit. You know what I mean? Alzheimer's. He literally tried to fire somebody that doesn't work for him.
Are you talking about on the radio show?
Yeah. He tried to fire somebody that doesn't work for him.
He's like, I don't have to talk to you. Oh, just somebody else I can talk to after. You're talking about the radio show, right?
Yeah. He definitely tried to fire somebody that doesn't work for him. That's crazy.
Well, it's not a Cowboy affiliate radio station.
I mean, it's.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
It's. But he can't. He doesn't own the radio station to fire him. You know what I mean?
Unless he does, right?
I mean, no, he doesn't own it. It's.
Really?
I mean, it's a sports talk radio.
Yeah.
They're just talking about the Cowboys.
And it's crazy. As soon as you question anything he does, the guy gets super defensive.
I mean, he's a billionaire.
You know why he's getting defensive?
How many billionaires don't get defensive when you question them?
I don't know any billionaires.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. If you look at any situation, I think people that make a lot of money think that they're geniuses.
When was the last time he won a Super Bowl, man? Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith. That's it. With Jimmy Johnson.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
I remember making noodles during that Super Bowl. It's crazy.
Yeah.
90.
And they went back to back.
Yeah, 90, 94, 95. I can remember that.
What would you say is the best football team you've ever seen? Oof, that's a tough one, right?
I think the 01 Miami team.
81, right? With Don Shula?
No, 2001 Miami. No, 2001 University of Miami football team.
Oh, okay. You're going college.
I mean, just a football team complete from
Was Work done on there?
No, he played for Florida State.
Oh,
this was
who's the running back for that team?
Clinton Portis, Frank Gore, and Jared Payton.
Holy shit!
And then you got Sean Taylor, Ed Reed back deep,
Well, you said 81?
No, 2001.
2001. Okay,
So
I was like, damn, you weren't even born back then. How'd you see it?
2001. You got Sean Taylor, Ed Reed back deep. You got DJ Williams, a linebacker. You got Philip Buchanan.
All right, here's one. Best defense you've ever seen. I'm already going to tell you my number one.
I think I have
which
to
is
get
pretty obvious.
To that Ravens team. I think I have to get
so
to that.
I'm putting that on two, bro.
I think at 2000 Ravens team.
I'm putting that on two. Number one is going to be Derrick Brooks, Rondé Barber, Warren Sapp. That's the only reason the Bucks got their first Super Bowl ring.
I hate that team because I was a Raider at that time. And
Rich Gannon. Yeah. Bro, tell me, fucking John Gruden leaves, okay, takes over Tony Dungy's team, and then both of them end up in the Super Bowl somehow. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Scripted.
No, I don't think so. I think
that's when the script started.
I think that Buccaneers team was already
defense,
a Super Bowl team. You know what I mean? They just needed. I just think Dungy's it was play calling. You know what I mean? Just different, just play. I think what Gruden brought was different play calling.
Yeah. Did you like Gruden?
I love Gruden.
Yeah,
I love Gruden.
Even after all the comments that on all that bullshit.
Well, he didn't say anything other than the dude had big lips. You know what I'm saying? And as a white person, you can't say a black person has big lips. But I say black people have big lips all the time. You know what I mean?
I'm Cuban and I got big lips too.
That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? I think that the big lip comment kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that shit's being said in the locker room left and right. It doesn't even fucking matter while it's being said. But as soon as someone gets a hold of that information, they blow it up. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa.
I think that it's a conspiracy in the NFL to make sure the Raiders are always a middle of the road team. I think that's a conspiracy.
How the fuck did you even arrive at that, bro?
Every time that the Raiders have a good season, some bullshit happens. Example, the Derek Carr MVP year, right? 2012. We have everything going right. What happens? Alden Smith can't get him to get. They won't release him to be back on the field. So we don't get the extra end on side of Khalil Mack that we need. Okay, and then on top of that, the whole kneeling situation with Kaepernick. Derek Carr goes to the team, tells the team, "Hey, we're gonna stay focused. We're not gonna kneel. We're just gonna stay focused on football." Left tackle gets pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because he's black. You know what I'm saying? And he lets Derek Carr get his fucking leg broke.
Is that a fact?
It's not a fact.
It could be a conspiracy.
It's a fact. It's not a fact, but it's a fact.
It's a fact, yeah.
Miko Grimes, she reported it. She's the first person to report that the offensive line got pissed about him the left tackle, you know what I'm saying, who got pissed about him not wanting to kneel or the whole kneeling thing and said, let the guy through and break his fucking leg.
No shit.
Broke his fucking leg. I cried that day. I swear to God, I cried that day.
Whose side were you on then?
What you mean?
Whose side are you on?
Derek's.
Yeah.
Fuck, what do you mean? Fuck kneeling.
Bro,
what are you saying? We can't even play football.
Thank you. Take politics out of the NFL. Bro. That is my whole fucking thing.
I'm all for social justice.
Yeah, but
I'm all for these things.
Not for the fucking NFL.
That.
Yeah.
I want to win a fucking Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck.
You know what? And it goes back to when you said teams. So you said, what was it? Baker's about the team, I think you said? Or you said somebody was about
Tom.
Tom was about the
team.
That shit is some petty shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to disagree and not and want to win a Super Bowl. Damn. I don't know. Maybe the Raiders have been shrouded. I mean, it stems from Oakland, okay? And look at the Oakland A's.
Then after that, we get AB. AB goes nuts. Then we lose Gruden. Bring in Josh McDaniels. He sabotages the whole situation. I'm talking about my whole life. Like I said, 37 years. I've been watching the Raiders just like, what the fuck? How does that happen? How the fuck does that happen?
Well, now they're in Vegas?
Fucking tuck rule. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm talking about, I played Little League football, played middle school football, high school football.
What position?
Running back to receiver.
Okay.
But cornerback. But I never in my life heard of the fucking tuck rule until that day. You just sit. Then I can even remember the fucking Cowboy Raider game on when the fucking ref pulled out the index card. Fucking index card.
God. Yo, are you talking about measuring the first down?
Index fucking
I
card.
never saw that either.
I've never seen that in my fucking life.
That's
Why do you do it
actually
for
the
a Raider
only
game?
time.
Do it for a fucking Raider game. This is the perfect time. Let's do it for a fucking Raider game. And then the playoff game against the Bengals. The ref literally blows the whistle. Play keeps going. Burrow throws a touchdown. We lose by 7. Like he blew the whistle.
It's dead now.
It's a dead play. It's not.
And you know what's wild? You can't challenge that.
Can't challenge it.
Can't challenge it.
Can't challenge it.
You know what's, bro? So like, you know, the MLB, you could challenge umpire calls, but you can only do it like a couple times a game. They should have that shit in. Okay, perfect one. It was Golden Tate, offensive passing interference, Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was offensive passing interference all fucking day. Can't challenge it.
Can't challenge it.
We need to be able to challenge the refs. You NFL refs are a bunch of scumbags. Y'all are probably gambling. Y'all are bidding on your parlays, and you're like, you know what? Holding. Passing interference on the offense. The reason being because I have the over, and this is going to just fuck me over.
I feel like that a lot of times at the end of games with football, I'd be like, man, Vegas made a call.
You know they did.
I'd be like, they made a call.
Yo, how is Vegas right way more than we are? They're making calls, dude.
They got to make the call.
They're hitting up Jerry Jones.
What's the line? What's the line?
Dak Prescott's going to get his fucking leg broken this play, and the under's going to hit.
I know they do it in the NBA too. So you know what I mean. That's why hitting in the NBA. Like the other day, I had bet on the Mavs game, and Luka was an 8.5 on the assist and rebound. And I
didn't even know the NBA started again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you with the White Claw.
You want one?
No.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. White Claw, please sponsor me. I'm on your fucking shit.
I can't get into the Celsius. I don't know.
It's supposed to be healthy because started boxing and
okay.
And you know,
just training, or you gonna actually get in the ring?
Getting in the ring, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, twice a week with Coach Rome. Coach Rome, you guys fucking beating my ass up, man.
Shit, no, boxing is insane. I could never box.
All we've been training on is the jab. He's like, yo, dog, unless you get this jab right, we are not practicing any other punches. And he says it's going to take about a month, but
that's insane to get a jab right?
Yeah, you think it's easy.
Get a perfect jab. It takes a month. It takes a month to get a perfect jab. That's
fucking
crazy.
Month, dude.
That's crazy.
It's fucking. Thank you, coach. Though you know, but he doesn't take it easy on me.
So who you got? Davis or Stevenson?
I have who? I'm
gonna say who you think is better, Davis or Stevenson?
Davison or Stevenson? Who are we talking about?
Javante Davis or Shakur Stevens?
I have no clue who those are.
Come on, you don't watch boxing?
No.
You just boxing for fun.
No, I ain't boxing for fun. I don't watch boxing though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. It's more of a one for health and two, just I want to fight. That's it. I did Krav Maga and shit, but Krav Maga is incapacitate your opponent and leave the situation. That's what that is.
Yeah, I was just about to say that sound.
It's what they did.
Kumite.
It's not. No. You know what every single move starts with, and then probably people don't know this, is a kick to the nuts.
Really?
That is what every single Krav Maga combo starts with. I did it for a year. It's a kick to the nuts, and then you combo with elbows and not hooks, but just elbows, punches, and eye gouging. So it ain't fighting clean. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, that sounds vicious.
Yeah. Anyways, fuck fighting. So we were on, bro. We haven't even talked about music. We haven't even talked about you.
Hey man, you know sports will do that to you.
Yeah. I mean, bro. We went like what 35, 40 minutes. All right, so now the podcast starts. Who is Bone the Mack?
Oh man, I'm just another guy rapping from East Texas, man. You know, like I said, I was born in '87, and where I'm from is not really like a lot of hip hop opportunities. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because Atlanta, Texas is like northeastern.
Yeah, definitely away from everything. It's like 3 hours from Dallas, 5 hours from Houston.
How big is that town?
As big as your cup.
So very small.
Big as your cup. About that 5,000 people. It's not a lot. But it was I had a great granddad, you know what I mean? And he made me believe I could do anything. And so, when you have people like that in your life, you just kind of always be encouraged. My mom was in college at the time. And so it was a lot of hip hop, R&B, right? R&B music. And, you just find yourself in the back of the car just falling in love with, the music that your mom loves. And, I think she got me a Fisher-Price machine when I was probably like 4 or 5. And from there, I was rapping after that.
Who was the artists that influenced your music?
LL early. LL, I wanted to be LL at first for a long time.
Mama said knock you out.
I know, right? You wanted to be LL forever. You know what I mean?
And Deep Blue Sea, dude.
Yeah. Then, growing up, I grew up at the same time. Me and Bow Wow are like the same age. So, you have a respectful jealousy, I like to say, for Bow Wow. You know what I mean? You kind of want to be that. You know what I mean? And now looking back at it, I don't think I would have wanted to be Bow Wow. You know what I mean? Like just to have to grow up as a child star like that. Because when you get older, you can never get away from being Bow Wow. Like me, I was DeMarcus then, I can be Bone now. He's Bow Wow. He can never be nothing else other than that. People still see him as Bow Wow. So I kind of am grateful for that. Although I still love to have his career. He has that magnificent career. And then
he kind of fell off though.
I mean, but still, you know what I mean?
He was in Fast and Furious too. That's like,
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tokyo Drift. You know what I mean? And
you been in a movie?
No movies. I don't like the camera that much. I'm not a camera fan.
That's bullshit, dude.
Nah, I only do it if I have to. Like I said, and even the reason why I reached out to you is because I did a documentary on this guy named Andre Van. He goes by Geppetto Jackson. But he was going around telling everybody he was Jermaine Jackson's illegitimate son. And he ended up scamming this lady out of like $400,000. And so I ended up doing a documentary with her. And he's been staying in Tampa, you know what I mean, back and forth, in and out of jail and stuff like that. So that was really probably been the only reason I've actually been, reaching out, trying to do podcasts and everything, raise awareness on the documentary that I did. If it was like for music or something like that, I probably wouldn't even even be in front of a camera and stuff like that.
No shit.
Yeah, I prefer to kind of keep it.
So then you got 2 people you named, LL, Bow Wow. Mm-hmm. What would you say are the other musical influences that?
Pimp C and UGK, Eminem. Eminem was he's not my favorite rapper anymore.
Let's talk about Eminem a little bit.
He's not
because
my favorite
you're black,
rapper.
He's white.
But he was my favorite rapper for a long time. Probably like 10 years he's my favorite rapper. And then after I got to college and music kind of changed, I kind of changed my favorites a little bit. But he's still top 5 for me.
So what do you think about what 50 said about Eminem? He's like, yo, you got this white artist doing black music better than black artists. Do you agree with that?
I do. I do think that at the time,
Rap God.
I think at the time at his height, you know what I mean. Not so much now because I think
he's falling off.
Well, no, I think the way hip hop has changed. Hip hop is
how has it changed? Yeah.
Well, beforehand, hip hop you had to be the best rapper. Now you have to sound the best. You don't have to. It's not about being the best rapper.
What do you mean by sound the best?
Like hip hop now is more melodic. It sounds good. It feels good. Hip hop is really a new fusion version of R&B. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? It's not what it used to be. It's not you put on a beat, something, like heavy, dry, you know what I mean, 808s, and you go out there and you spit and niggas be like, oh, that shit is insane. Like that's not what hip hop is anymore. Hip hop is a feeling.
Do you think mumble rap kind of killed it?
No. I don't think mumble rap killed it. I think.
Do you even like mumble rap? Bro?
I love mumble rap. I think that what I think
Lil Yachty.
I think it's a documentary on Paramount Plus about these guys in North Carolina. They were bootlegging. They worked at the CD factory. It was like the one CD factory in America that pumped out all the CDs that you would get, and so they were stealing the master copy or copies of the CD, and they were uploading it online And then
like LimeWire.
Yeah. And that's
you
how
remember that shit.
But that's how LimeWire and Napster were getting all the music, because these people were taking the music from this CD plant,
putting it on the computer, uploading it to
one
P2P,
black guy was doing it and
making money.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And like I said, he was getting other things from the, you know what I mean? It was more so of a back and forth, like you do this for me, I do this for you type situation. So it was that. But I think that killed CD sales, which led to the streaming, and which led to artists having to become a part of algorithms. And when you become a part of algorithms, you have to blend in with other genres to try to create that same amount of...
Have you done that? Trying to blend with other genres? Because, I mean, I've heard your music. It doesn't seem like
not me more so, but other artists. Like, you look at somebody like Shabuzi. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro. I love Shabuzi.
Shabuzi, or even before him, Lil Nas X.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
So country.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Country, or now... Fredo Bang just did a song, Stand Up In It. And he, you know what I'm saying? Before then, Boosie, you know, with Zydeco and different things. But just nothing is, you know what I'm saying, beat, hook, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Rap, you know what I'm saying? Now it's, you know, bridge, you know what I'm saying? Let me sing this, you know what I mean? Everything is harmonizing, and you know what I mean? It's a bunch of different layers. Like, it's like I said, it's what R&B used to be.
Do you think AI is kind of fucking up a lot of musicians? Because you can like type in lyrics and get a song spit out by AI, and some people won't even realize that it's not a real person. It's just a song created by a computer.
It's crazy. I had my engineer had did that. We were working on something, and I had to write something down, and it was probably like something I wasn't like really super familiar with. So I kind of had to do some research while I was writing shit. He was like, "You could just use AI." Yeah. And then he went to AI, and the AI had wrote out a whole verse for me. I was like, this shit is insane. Like, how you write out a whole verse?
And it was good too, right?
Nah, it was decent.
It was decent?
It was decent. It was nothing I would have said, but it was decent as far as like putting a rap together.
I mean, it's kind of taken over a lot of industries. I mean, it's taken over video, graphic design. I mean, I use it. I wrote a book, okay? And in that book, I take verses and I put it into ChatGPT, and it'll spit out images, and then I create a reel from it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's literally, it also voices it over, but now it's in production. Audiobook coming out soon, guys. November 30th.
Who doing the audiobook for you? You?
Huh?
Who doing the audiobook? You?
No, I haven't. So here's the
AI?
thing. No, I tried AI. I tried to pass it. And Amazon Audible said, no, this is AI, text to speech. You cannot use it. Now I got to pay someone to read the fucking book, which sucks, but it's not that bad. Anyways, AI technology, man, it's something that should, in my opinion, be used by people. Mm-hmm. It should be used in order. It's a tool, man. And I always say this. It's like a calculator.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to have to add 2,561 times 2 plus 17 plus whatever. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to sit there with a piece of paper and do it. No, let me use this tool that's readily available. I think for musicians, it could be good. It could be good, but sounds like you don't think it should be good.
I think it's a cheat sheet. I don't think that's the type of cheat sheet you should need. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna need lyrics, you could ask your partner. You know what I'm saying? It's other people you could get a verse. I don't think artificial intelligence is the way. We don't want a computer rapping things for us. You know what I mean?
And we'll be right back.